but I count on him as my player.
Hola, Xavi, aquí en directe, Hola. Marta Ramon, a RAC1. Et volia preguntar, sobretot per la gestió
ask you about
de la
the
victòria,
emotional management after beating Real Madrid in the Spanish Super Cup in the final. It was a great result as well last year, 4-0 in the Bernabeu, but afterwards it was the team went from more to less. Yeah, now's another great test for us to give this success some continuity. That's the key word, continuity. We're in a good moment right now when it comes to our style of play and results. We played a great final. We won a title. That gave us a lot of joy and confidence, but now we need to give it continuity. We need to give priority to the 3 titles that are still up for grabs and compete. I came here last year to change the direction of this team, and I'm working on it, and now need to give this continuity.
Adrián Alves de la cadena SER. El otro día decía el entrenador del Ceuta que no le había gustado que tú dijeras que por primera vez
the coach of Ceuta said that he didn't like that you said since you were coach of Barça, it's the first time that you're lucky in a draw. Do you understand that he maybe would have been offended? Yeah, I felt bad afterwards. I didn't mean it that way. I just meant that we're playing against a team against the lower category, but we have experienced teams like Intercity that made life difficult, and we saw other teams like Figueras that knocked out first division teams. The Copa now is a one-match knockout round, and we need to be alert with all our 5 senses. I've also played in the lower categories. I have all respect for Jose Juan, the Ceuta coach. They have a similar style of play as us. It's going to be hard. I know how difficult it is, but I didn't mean to disrespect him whatsoever. I have a tremendous respect towards Ceuta, all their fans, and their coach. I just said it with regards to the category.
¿Qué tal? Buen día. Buenas tardes ya, Xavi. Josep Capel de Radio Nacional. Me gustaría saber cómo están jugadores como Araujo.
I would like to know how players like Araujo, Dembélé, or Frenkie de Jong are after playing the final and having a bit of nagging injury problems against Betis. Will there be rotations? The only player that needs to rest is Araujo, because it's nothing important. I just wanted to rest. But the other players are all available. We will decide the list after today's training. But everybody will travel to Ceuta. Maybe 1 or 2 won't, or a little bit more fatigue. And for the rest, I expect them to book our ticket to the quarterfinal. I wanted to ask you about the trip to Ceuta. It's a flight, a train, and 3 helicopters. Are you worried about that, or is there a plan B?
No, en principio es viaje
it's a trip to Malaga with plane and then a helicopter to Ceuta. So yeah, it's different, but that's it. It's not an excuse. Hopefully it'll be nice weather, so that there won't be any delays.
Hola Xavi, ¿qué tal? Buen día. Hola. Raúl Fuentes de Radio Marca. Acabas de decir que que a Ronald seguramente se le da descanso mañana.
You said that Ronald Araujo will be rested tomorrow. Is this a good game for Eric Garcia to come back? He only played a few minutes in Alicante so far. It's a good game to pick up some confidence. He can be useful for the team. Eric Garcia is always useful to me. He's played great games with us since we're here as coaching staff. And for me, he's a guaranteed in the back. I have a lot of confidence in him. There's obviously a lot of competition in that spot, but he's a great player for me. He gives me a lot of confidence. He'll be important, and he'll continue to enter in the squad for sure.
Para el golazo de Goalplay. Te quería preguntar por Gavi. Sabemos de su
Wanted to ask you about Gavi. We know about his contractual situation after the World Cup and the Super Cup. Are you a bit scared that a big team can swipe him away given the economic problems of the club? No, he's going to stay here 100%. He's happy. He feels valued. We're happy with him.
Yo no creo que haya ningún
I
problema.
don't think there won't be any problem.
Hola Xavi, Albert Roger de Relevo. Aún no has dado la lista, pero no sé si nos puedes anticipar si habrá algún jugador del Barça Atlético.
If there will be any players of the youth ranks joining you.
Esta tarde entrenamos.
We'll see. This afternoon we train.
Alarcón con nosotros.
Alarcón, I think Ángel Alarcón will travel with us. We'll see how the rest are, and we'll decide after the training.
Sí.
Bon dia, Xavi.
Bon dia.
Anaïs Martí de La Vanguardia. Et demanaven ara per Eric Garcia. Tu et va sorprendre que no jugués ni un minut del Mundial?
Tomorrow, Eric Garcia, you say might play. He hasn't played since the World Cup. Has he had any physical problems that can explain that he hasn't been in the starting 11 since October? Well, in the World Cup, there was a different coach that decided not to play him there. But here we're very happy with him. He did have a little bit of an injury after the Espanyol game, but that's it. We count on him. Tomorrow there's a game, on Sunday another one, and he'll be important as he has been until now.
Bon dia, Bernabéu, de Diario Sport TV. Ayer estuvimos en el acto de proclamación de Asensi como nuevo presidente de los veteranos.
In the event with Asensi
Estaba tu padre, estuvimos
as
con él.
honorary president for the veterans. We were there with your father as well. And he said that he was very happy about the win of the other day, but he considered that you had a lot of pressure and have been suffering a lot in this process, and that in the Super Cup it meant it was like a liberation for you. Do you agree with your father?
Realmente que se esconde detrás de un entrenador joven que viene aquí para levantar casi un cadáver deportivo en su momento.
Is behind a young coach that is trying to lift a big club like this?
Cada esquina.
And what awaits you behind every corner? Well, this is Barça. I mean, I don't hide anything. All I want to do is win, play well, to make sure that the team enjoys playing football. That's what I said in the speech before the game. We're here to enjoy this game and win. I don't feel liberated. I feel, again, pressure for tomorrow, then the league, then the Europa League. If we continue to win titles or not win them, then I'll be axed. That's just the way it is. I already knew that when I came here. I know this club, and I know what the job entails. Of course, sometimes you suffer when the results aren't coming in, when you're not playing the way you want, when there's a lot of criticism. Everybody suffers. My dad, the neighbor, friends. This is a family club. And of course, we suffered threefold. Yes, of course, we suffered. But we also enjoy the good moments. That's why I try to be balanced mentally. I don't want to be incredibly euphoric. We won the Super Cup. We played good football against Real Madrid, but this continues. Tomorrow we play Ceuta, then Getafe, and there's more titles up for grabs. This is Barça. I prepare myself the best way possible. Yeah, there's, of course, tough times, and we need to accept that.
Hola Xavi, buen día. David Ibáñez de Mediaset. En este mismo acto vino también José Antonio Camacho, que lleva mucho tiempo en...
There was also José Camacho in this event.
Que bueno, que esta victoria sobre Ancelotti, sobre el Real Madrid...
Of Barça over Real Madrid means that the person criticizes Ancelotti, but it would have been the same way if... Is that...
¿Y si crees que has dejado al Madrid tocado?
Is it mean so much, these games between Barça and Madrid? Yeah, I think that we've lifted the morale within for us players to believe what we are working on and for the young players to win trophies. It gives them a little bit of breathing space and understand that we're capable of winning titles. That's important. And now it's just to be humble. For the rest to be euphoric, but us to be cautious and continue to work. Work to our best of our ability, and hopefully this won't be title one this season. But it's
Xavi, André Linares de ESPN Brasil. En este momento de mercado en que se habla mucho de interés de otros clubes por jugadores del Barça, ¿cómo
arrived?
ha hablado con él sobre el tema?
And have you spoken with him about it? I try to be clear with my players. I'm very happy with them. I said it here as well. I don't want anyone to leave. I don't want any of my players to leave. I'm happy with the squad. I'm super happy with the perhaps there's certain players that want to play more. I understand that. They're professional, and I want the best for them as well. But I don't want any player to leave.
Insistint amb el que ha suposat guanyar aquest primer títol,
we know what this title, this first title means for you.
D'aquesta victòria amb els jugadors, perquè heu tingut festa i doncs ara ve aquest partit.
You gave the players one day rest.
Això que deies, no? Aquesta injecció de confiança, de moral.
Did it exceed your expectations or meet them?
I en tu mateix, això, la importància que hagi tingut haver guanyat aquest títol.
Go out and play.
Que sortia havent guanyat una Supercopa i elogiadí.
Criticism, and that doesn't happen in all clubs.
Baixa. El rendiment baixa. El que intentem des de
what happens then, of course, that
que aquestes crítiques no afectin
could affect players, and the effectiveness and the style of play drops, and we try to make sure that it doesn't affect these players.
Com ho fem, això?
We try to make sure that they are able to produce to the best of their abilities. We want to make sure that the morale is up, but without, of course, taking away the tension that is needed to win games. I think the key word, like I said before, is continuity. I think, yes, the players feel a bit liberated, a bit less pressure, perhaps, and let their talents speak for themselves.
Sí, Albert. Hola, Xavi. Albert Hernández de Televisión Española. Decías hace un momento que el equipo está en el mejor momento de la temporada.
Team is in the best moment of the season.
Esa inyección de moral que
you also just talked about this moral
el siguiente partido sea el de Ceuta, que muchas veces lo calificáis de partido trampa. De que la Supercopa ya está pasada, pero que hay que poner.
How do you tell your players that the Super Cup is now in the past and that they need to focus on the next task? Spoke about Intercity, where we almost could have lost, as you guys said. It's a knockout round. We could lose tomorrow. So we need to be with our five senses at our maximum. We know that this is a club from a different category. They've eliminated teams from from categories above them, and this is the cup. The cup. Hopefully tomorrow we won't suffer a nasty surprise.
Hola Xavi, buenos días. Josep Soldado para La Sexta, para jugadores de La Sexta. Sobre todo si se ha valorado aún más la Supercopa. Madrid en una
value the more because you played against Real Madrid. Could it be the start of the cycle and the beginning of yours?
No.
I don't know.
Nosotros intentamos
we try
empezar de alguna manera
to start a new era. We won our first title, which is important for the club. It gives us peace of mind, confidence. I imagine that the players feel a little bit relieved and are able to allow their talent shine, but the other teams are none of our concern.
Joan Domènech del periòdico, el fet que es parli de que Memphis pugui marxar a final.
You said Memphis could potentially leave at the end of the month.
Això limita que tu puguis utilitzar els propers partits. Ho tens en compte, el fet que no és la...
Does that mean you can still use for the World Cup? You didn't use him that much. And now he's had 2 days of rest, and we're going to talk with him to understand his situation, what he wants, and see where we are. It's a personal decision of his if he wants to leave. I'll try to talk to him today and let him explain himself. I understand it's not an easy situation for him. He's not participating much. It's not easy, and I understand if he would want to leave. But we'll talk to him.
Hola, Xavi. Aurora Fuster, per a Principal.cat, del grup 8TV. Volia preguntar-te, perquè contra el Real Madrid va sacrificar un davanter per tenir més control al mig del camp.
Real Madrid.
Donat que et va donar bon resultat, consideres utilitzar aquesta proposta contra el Ceuta?
You used Frenkie in the position of Busquets. Would you use that perhaps in this game as well? It's an option to have more control against Madrid. We prioritized the transitions and his counterattacks, but it was important to have control, and that's why we prioritized having an additional midfielder. The formation is less important. It's not the system, it's the model, the style of play. That's what's important.
Sí, aquí hola, Garcia Sanz, al Mundo Deportivo. Algunes vegades has comentat que no tens ni titulars ni...
Sometimes you said that you don't have
jo volia preguntar-te pel cas de Héctor Bellerín.
Substitutes or starters, that they're all the same. Depends on the day.
I com es gestiona la situació d'un jugador que veu passar altres jugadors per davant seu a la seva posició?
Well, how do you manage players that see other players pass ahead of them? Well, Héctor Bellerín will participate as well. He'll continue to be important. Maybe he's not playing as much as he expected. There's a lot of competition. It happens with all the players. You always ask for the players that don't play, but I have 24 players and only 11 can play, plus 5 substitutions. So for sure Héctor is going to play.
Xavi, Carlos Monfort en directe pel Twitch de Gigantes. M'agradaria saber si Robert Lewandowski demà jugarà, si tindrà minuts.
Will Robert Lewandowski play tomorrow? Will he get minutes, seeing as he's suspended in the domestic league? We'll talk to all the players. We'll see how they feel, if they have any fatigue. But it could be important for us tomorrow. So since he won't play on Sunday, he will travel with us, and our intention is that he'll be participating.
Quería preguntarte por la figura de Christensen, que
parece que está fondo la zaga, Christensen, who seems to be solidifying his position. How do you see his integration? Yeah, and Andreas is another guarantee in the back. He's great on the ball. He's got a lot of personality. Even though he seems timid, he has a lot of personality. He understands himself very well with Jules, Araujo, and Eric. That's why we signed him. He's comfortable. He feels good in this style of play. Technically, he's very gifted. He's fast. He's aggressive. He's great in the air. We signed him because we knew that he could make a difference.
Ahora te preguntaban por este sistema de los
You're asked about the system,
con los 4 centrocampistas,
the formation with the 4 midfielders. Well, I wanted to ask you
el sistema que más beneficia a Pedri
if you think it's the best system for Pedri and Xavi, and the fact that Frenkie and Busi are playing closer to each other, do you think that gives that benefits Busquets?
Con este sistema,
on this system,
con esta idea de juego,
with this style of play, to allow another midfielder to come in, it means that they're a little bit more liberated. They have the quality to find each other and find a free man. They touch the ball more, but we also look for the superiority in other situations, whether it be the fullbacks or the central defenders moving up. We want to have complete domination of the game. And yes, I want the team to be close and united, whether it's in a block. But Busquets, yeah, he needs to be in charge to make sure that the group is in the low block, and nobody better than Busquets to do that.
El resto del partido de mañana, ¿qué es lo más complicado de gestionar?
What is the hardest thing to manage in a game for tomorrow? Is it the fatigue? Is it the concentration?
Porque aunque sea un equipo que se va con respeto, es de otra categoría. Gracias.
Or is it because that they're a team of a different category? Yeah, I don't want my players to be too overly relaxed. We can't relax ourselves just because we won the Super Cup. That's in the past. We've celebrated it. And this will allow us to gain confidence and credibility within the squad itself. We want to continue to work. We know what path we're on, and we want to continue to be aggressive and be a block. Whether it's in the Copa del Rey against Ceuta, we could very well be eliminated tomorrow, so we need to not be relaxed, overly relaxed.
Hola, Xavi, Sergi Nau de Gran Via Ràdio. L'altre dia, al final, van fer un partit excel·lent, no? El plantejament.
Played an excellent final the other day.
Però contra rivals que es tanquin més al darrere, més al...
But against teams that focus on a low block, would you debate changing the system? It's always difficult to play against teams that focus on a low block. We saw that in other games. Yesterday or the other day we were excellent in all areas, but if the team sits in the back, we have to try and find other alternatives, whether it's from the wingers, attack the spaces, but it's difficult when the 11 players are so low. It's difficult. It's not the first time that you travel to Ceuta.
La temporada 2000-2001. No sé què recordes aquella
2000-2001, you went there. What do you remember from that trip and that game as well?
Bé, recordo un mareig tremendo al vaixell, que va ser un viatge poc agradable.
The trip itself, I was very feeling nauseous because of the trip, and the game was very difficult as well. It was 0-0 for a long time. It was very difficult because they pressed us as well. It's a difficult place to win. If people think it's going to be easy, it's not. We need to have all our five senses heightened and to make sure that we pick up a win.
Viendo el rendimiento que han tenido Ronald Araujo y Jules Koundé,
looking at Ronald Araujo and Jules Koundé,
¿está bien cubierta en el Barça o qué crees que deba hacerse quizás un reto que en el
futuro? Do you feel that the wingbacks are secured?
Estoy muy contento con la plantilla.
We're not worried about the future. I'm very happy with my squad currently. If nobody wants to leave, then I'm happy. No, we don't need to change anything.
¿Qué tal, Xavi? Aquí. A la teva dreta, buena tarda. Adrià Regàs para el 10 del Barça. Desde que llegó Frenkie de Jong al Barça siempre se comentaba de que no estaba cómodo.
Since Frenkie de Jong has been here at Barça, they always talk about him not being fully comfortable. But it's obvious that next to Busquets, he's a lot more loose, a lot more comfortable. What has changed this season when he either plays with him in a double pivot or alone in his position in the six? We want to make sure he's comfortable and give him more freedom to be the open man. He can conduct the ball very well and transition into attack. I like him a lot as a football player. He's got some excellent conditions to be one of the best midfielders in the world, and I think he's a difference maker for this team. I'm happy for him because we try to give him all the confidence to make sure he succeeds, and he's doing so.
Última pregunta.
Buenas, Xavi, Sara Simonet para F Televisión. Últimamente te hemos visto que optas por jugar con 4 centrocampistas. Yo te quería preguntar, visto el ¿qué supone esto para extremos como Rafinha,
What does it mean for wingers like Ansu, Ferran Torres,
Habrá partidos de
Rafinha?
equipo que tendremos que abrir más el
That they're going to participate, but sometimes, especially in situations where we want to open the field a bit more, it just depends on the game. They're all going to participate, they're all important, and they all need to be prepared. I have a lot of confidence in all my players. I don't want any of them to leave, but if they want to, then we'll listen. But they're all important for me, and they'll participate.
Gràcies, bona tarda. L'equip s'entrena a 3:45, primers 15 minuts.
The training, first 15 minutes of the training will be available as of 3:30.